Hello there, Shirlierox here. Welcome to Rimworld. There's a new version of Rimworld that's come out, Alpha 13 we are now on. And there's a whole list of new things. Now, I was going to do a video and cover in depth all the new changes, but I actually got to admit, I have just started playing the vanilla game of it. I've not got any mods or anything installed. This is all just the game, no mods. And I've got that carried away actually playing the game and enjoying it, that I've not actually done a huge lot just yet, but I thought I'd show you what I've discovered so far. So first of all, I'll show you the new colony. There's a new extreme difficulty level on there. There's meant to be a permadeath mode. I've not actually discovered that yet. Apparently permadeath mode is one save file, save on quit or autosave only, so you can't do loading when you do things wrong. So it doesn't matter what difficulty I'm choosing at the moment. I want to show you a new terrain. So now when you go here and looking on this biome, you may wonder what this yellow area is. This is extreme, I think it's called, yeah, extreme desert. And this is meant to be if you really do like a nice challenge. There is, I'm going to load into a save I've created. I've actually started a new colony in this area, and I am pretty much starving from the start. There's hardly any trees. There's no trees. So look, so here's the actual. This is the area I've created. So as you can see, it's quite sparse. There's literally no trees anywhere. In fact, I've ended up having to place a load of trees because I'm trying to actually get some more wood because my stocks are low already. I've planted food absolutely everywhere, and I've only got 4 meals. Now let's talk about some of the new features. Okay, so one of the new features in the game is relationships. So if you go along to social, you can now see this on here. These are your other colonists. So as you can see, I've got a character called Berry, I've got Tony, I've got CO and Theory. So this character here, Berry, a male colonist, he likes Tony and he likes Theory. Theory is, so he likes the guys, but he doesn't like Cecilia. Now, if you look at the stats there, you can see he's got a -39 opinion of her. He's got a +1 opinion of her from chit chat with her. Deep talk, so it's +15. So they're all positives. But then you think, I shouldn't laugh. He thinks she's ugly, so that's a -30. And also she's a woman, so he hates women. Now you may wonder if you looked at the surnames there. So as you can see, I've got 2 characters here, Theory and CO, and they're actually father and daughter. So Theory is CO is the father. So as you can see, he's got a high opinion of her. He's got +62. So father +30. They've crashed together, +25, +7 chit chat, and he just really basically likes her. Now she actually, if I can find her here, where is she? Oh, there you go. Yeah, so no, I'm getting that confused. I'm an idiot. Right, there we go. CO is the female. That's the relationship. So as you can see, that's her father. Then if I click on him, that's his daughter. So there you go. So they like each other. And Tony just likes everyone, really. He's got a bond with Merlin. Now, bonds I found really interesting. Now, a bond is with the animal. So as you can see, that animal has bonded together. So that's going to be interesting how that plays on later on because I have heard that if you get like some of the more extreme animals, if the owner dies, then they might end up going attacking everyone. So that's one of the new features, the actual relationships aspect, but it goes a lot deeper than that because you can actually get marriages and things like that. So if you go along to miscellaneous now, you can do a marriage spot, so you can You can designate a spot and marriages will take place. There's also things like they can get married and get divorced. I've talked about bonding. Apparently if you let people leave the map, they could actually come back later as raiders, visitors, join us. The prison now, there is a chance you will get a prison break. I've not seen one of those happen yet, but apparently they will actually try and break out, and then they'll either make a run for it, or they will actually, you know, tool up, try and get weapons and try and fight you back. There's new animals. Now, this I believe is a new animal. It's a Yorkshire Terrier. I don't remember seeing Yorkshire Terriers in it before, but there is other animals. So as you look over here, this is a group of traders that are coming. Cobra. I have not seen a cobra before. Trader is another thing to talk about. I've not actually, if you go over here, I've not actually got the orbital beacon yet. So these are traders who are come to visit me. So let's unpause it. Now if you click on the muffalo, you can click on gear and you can see what they're bringing. So look, they're bringing me beer, medicine, silver, components. There's some of them carry stuff and some of them don't. Seems to be mainly the muffalos that carry the stuff. The cats and the cobras are just here for the ride. What else is that is new? This is new. A fuel stove. Now, fuel stove is, as it says here, simple wood fuel stove attached to countertop for preparing meals. That will use your wooden resources, but if you're in a spot like, say for instance now, you can't actually make any food, but you can now because you've got this and you've got fuel for it. Now, speaking of fuel and things like that, if you go to power, look at this. We've got a thing here, fueled generator. So let's go ahead and build one of these on the power line. And then speed it up a bit. We might have to wait till morning for this actually. So the idea with this is that no matter what the time of day, you're still going to be able to actually get fuel to your stuff. Now these traders are going to come in here and set up shop. As you can see, oh, lovely little pussycat. So I'm going to go ahead and trade. See what they got for us. It should just be the items that we saw on the muffalo, but we'll look anyway. So as you can see, oh, so the cobras aren't just for the ride; they're actually for trade. Interestingly enough, you can actually trade the people that are there, and that's quite an interesting aspect. That is actually my prisoner, so I could trade my prisoner and get $402. So I'm going to go ahead and do that simply because when I looked at the stats for him before, he was plus, I think he was 75 to actually try and convert, so he's quite a difficult person to convert. So you can get you know, medicine. There's, ooh, look at this one here. This sounds interesting. Animal pulse at one use drives all animals in the region into a man-hunting rage. Oh, if only there was multiplayer, that would be amazing. As I said about with that one with hunting animals, apparently there is various animals that will actually hunt you. So let's go ahead, and there's nothing else I really want there, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Happy. I want to see how the transaction takes place, because he's in prison. Is he just going to go of his own accord? Oh, he is. See you later, Happy. Yeah, you're not wanted anymore. You're going to go off with them. There we go. So he's instantly converted to their faction by the look of it. Yeah. Well, that's a good way of doing it anyway. Right. We want to get this generator build. There we go, Tony. Tony's doing it. He's the man with a plan. Let's get this build. Ooh, as well. Look at this. Look at this here now. When you're building, watch the state. There's a status bar there for when you're actually doing actions. So eating, building, anything like that. That's pretty awesome. I like that. So there you go. Look, we're cooking nom nom, and that's how long it's gonna take. So I'm basically trying to do a little quick overhaul of a lot of stuff in there. There's a lot to cover, so I might do some separate videos in this. If you scroll along to... Nope, not that. Where's it gone? Assign. Let me pause it a minute. If you take a little looky here, these are your responses to threats. So that mode there is flee. So if you say encounter a hostile NP, if I click on Theory and you know, say, you know, go and force him to sort of go and click something up, or I assign you know, something, you know, say for instance that, pick it up. Now if they've got hauling as a high priority, or you've manually done it, actually I don't know if manually does it, but what it means is that when you go to here, if you set it to flee, if they encounter something hostile, they will run. That option there means they're just going to ignore the enemy, and that option there is they're going to attack the enemy. So if you've got a guy who's you got hauling, but he's got, like, you know, awesome armor and awesome weapons, you can quite simply just stick him on aggro mode and let him go off on his merry way. Okay, let's get this built. Let's get this sucker built. Okay, that's built now. As you can see, I've not actually got any fuel in at the moment. I've got fuel 0 of 100. But Berry is gonna go and fuel that sucker right up. Here we go. Loading it up. Good job. So that's got 11 fuel, and that'll be fuel for 22 hours. But I imagine on places like this, it looks like it actually gives a heat radius around it as well, which is pretty good. Researching. There is new things to research. There's also a bit of a change. Things like Devil Strand you have to research now, which is good and bad. I mean, Devil Strand does take about 52 million years to actually grow anyway, but you know, you do need to research it now. There's also other stuff like tube television. But as you can see, it's a tiered thing, so I need to research microelectronic basics first. There is also things like, look at this, just look, multi-barrel weapons. Apparently you can make Gatling guns. Also there's a rocket technology. I can't quite see it on there. Where is it? But there is a lot. I might actually just throw another little video up and show you some of the other stuff as well. So I think I've talked about prison breaks, relationships, animals, threat response. Economy. There is components now. So components are these things, and if you go here, basically it's a whole slew of things. So it's gears, capacitors, circuit boards, wheels, blah 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 blah, and you need a lot of them for making complex machines or electronics. Now you may be going, hey Shirlierox, but where do I get these components from? Well, it's lucky you asked. On maps like this, you will get things like this, ship chunk. If I deconstruct this, is anyone going to go and... No, you're going to go and do that. You can deconstruct that, actually. So you'll have bits like that where you can get components from, and bits like that. So compacted machinery. So compacted machinery is also one to get bits from. So I'm gonna have him go over there. And I think CO can mine. There you go. Who's going to do it first? So here we go. Let's check this out. So as you can see the bar on that. You can see how long it's taking them to actually do it. And likewise with CO, if you ever get up there. So that's going up quite slow. That's going even slower. Which is going to do it first? It's a race. Okay, so there you go. So as you can see, from that they've got 30 steel and 8 components. And let's check this one out. So this is compacted machinery. So what we're going to get from this one. So there we go. We got a whole 2 components. So I believe components are a resource that are used for machinery and electronics. I'm not too sure if you need them for repair. Repair and damage seems to have changed a little bit as well. So I think that's pretty much a lot of it covered. I've not actually got any research projects going at the moment, because I did want to show you the new. There is a new advanced research type, but I've not actually got it yet. So I can't actually show you that just yet. I can't do production just yet either. No, so that's it. I've waffled on for 18 minutes, showed you a little bit of the new game now, trading, you know, prisoners, stuff like that. So it is stuff that gives you, you know, a little bit of an extra, you know, it's almost like, I love playing mods, but it seems to be like, you know, you can actually, once I finish my current one, I think I will actually look forward to doing a vanilla playthrough on this, just to see how it pans out. Anyway, that's it for this video. Hope you've enjoyed watching this Alpha 13 feature list. If you guys are watching this and you want to know anything, nothing's clear, just throw a comment in the box below and I'll try and answer to the best of my ability. So, thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot for watching. And I will see you in the next video. This is Shirlierox. I have a speech impediment and I'm signing out.